Thanks for coming.
It's a good start. We're all wearing neutrals. I love that for us. We got a lot of basketball to get to. We're going to start with the Lakers. How did this just happen? I did not approve this first story. Snapping the Nuggets' 9-game winning streak. Luka had his best game as a Laker. 32, 10, 7, 4 steals. They beat them in Denver for the first time since the season finale way back in 2022. They're also within 2 games of Denver for the 3 seed in the West. Let's talk championship conversation, Boogie. Does a win like that change anything for you as far as how you see the Lakers?
I think it's more so a confidence boost for the Lakers. Obviously, this is a team that's trying to find their identity now. They made a huge move with adding Luka Doncic in the middle of the season. That's a problem within itself, especially when you have a guy like LeBron James also on the team. These are two ball-dominant guys, and the fact that they put together a win like that in the fashion that they did against a team like that, that's a big confidence boost for the Lakers. So I think they're on the right path. I think, moving forward, they're starting to see the identity they can become as a team, and that was a good win for them. So,
yeah, and this is the hottest team in the NBA right now, talking about the Nuggets, and they handled them. They played great. And there was some real stuff from J.J. Redick in that post-game interview where he was saying he was jazzed up. He couldn't sleep. He said he was up till 5 in the morning. And a win like this, does it make the Thunder any worse or the Celtics are less, favored to win a championship? No, but this does give belief in that locker room that if we can play like this is a film session that they can look back on and be like, if we play like this, if we give this type of effort, if we are all collectively on the same page like we were that night in February against the Nuggets, we can beat anybody. So I think this did just show that this trade is working. We now have our guy going forward. Everyone's going to start developing this chemistry and getting used to each other because they looked great. They looked like a championship team that night. Does that mean they're going to win it all this year? Who knows? But they showed that they can play at a high level and beat anybody.
What do you think, Lou?
No, I agree. This is a team that you got to take serious at this point. We weren't sure how they were going to bounce back. Them not having a premier big, a big name guy, but they play ball. They're playing small ball and it's working. The only concern of mine is your best player is still 40 years old.
Fair.
And he is LeBron James. All the accolades in the world. But that's a little concerning. Obviously, we just seen Luka just have his first really good game as a Laker. It took him a little while to get his footing. But this is a great start for the Lakers. They're rolling. You can't really criticize them or put them in a bad spot right now.
Lou, look at that number.
He's not their best player.
He's definitely the best player.
He's better than Luka Doncic right now?
He's been the best player for the Lakers all year.
That's fair. That's
what I'm saying. He's been the best player for the Lakers all year. Now, Luka just got this is the first big game we've seen out of Luka. Before this, has been some 12s, some 15s. Him trying to find it, and that's natural. That's natural when you go to a new team. You're used to being the marquee guy. Like, Luka has played with some talented guys, but he damn sure ain't never played with a LeBron James. That's an adjustment period. That type of thing takes some time, and it's taken some time. So this is his first 30-point game as a Laker, but up until this point, LeBron James has been the best player on that team.
And to your point, too, even J.J. Redick said after the game, like, welcome back, Luka. Like, this is why we made the trade for this. And even his first game, if you go back to his first game as a Laker, LeBron said, Luka, don't fit in. And you can see he's been a little passive early on. He's trying to get everyone involved. He's trying to make the right play instead of just being Luka. The Luka magic we've seen in Dallas, this is, like Lou just said, this is kind of that first, like, okay, yeah, this is our guy.
Some fun words said about this one. LeBron after said he's a natural-born wide receiver. Luka is a natural QB. So it's the perfect fit, Lou. We obviously know the resume and everybody that LeBron has played with during the course of his career. Do you think Luka has the chance to be the best fit for him?
He got to get some hardware. He got to win a ring. You look at everybody that has paired up with LeBron James, they've gotten a championship out of it. So what was AD? D-line? What was Kyrie? Was he a running back? And what was D-Wade? Was D-Wade a wide receiver tandem? Like, he's had a lot of really, really good players. Everybody that I just named are going to be Hall of Famers, right? And so now we're just starting this journey with him and Luka. Let's see what they put on the table. Now, are they championship worthy? There are different spots in their careers where they're going to compete for championships, but he's got hardware with these other guys. So ever is going to be a lot because I don't think you're going to be able to put the body of work together that he's been able to put together with the other guys. We're looking at LeBron playing for another year, 2, however long, but he's had legacy years with some of these other guys. So I don't know if they're going to have the time to even build that type of legacy together.
And as good as LeBron's been too this season, he's still 40 years old. Like with D-Wade, with Kyrie, this is LeBron James in his prime. Like now Luka's getting him at the end of his career, which is still dominant and still unbelievable, but I know LeBron's saying he's a wide receiver. LeBron James is a quarterback. He makes everyone around him better. He sees the floor. He, as well, has been criticized for being almost too passive at turns, especially at the end of the game. So I think you have two kind of quarterbacks here, but I understand the kind of like what he's saying there, where let Luka kind of run the offense, run the field, and LeBron James, he's smart enough, he's good enough to just to fit in and make it work regardless.
Smart enough, good enough.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more so when I see that statement, I want to read between the lines. And what he's saying is this is an elite playmaker next to him, something he's rarely had in his career. And as of lately, with his stint with the Lakers, he hasn't had at all. I mean, AD was more so of a finisher. LeBron was more of a playmaker. So having that playmaker on the floor with him now allows LeBron to be a finisher, something we don't get to see often and we haven't seen as much with the Lakers. But I think we see a different version of LeBron. I think, you know, it's not as much added pressure with him making every decision on the floor. I think, you know, this addition of Luka opened up the floor for everybody, including Austin Reeves, including Bowie. And we saw that with their last game. Everybody flowed. Everybody had a chance to play offense. And, you know, I think that's more so what that statement means.
And even in the beginning of the season, remember, LeBron said this is Anthony Davis's team. So he is comfortable at this point of his career taking a back seat. He's still dominant. He's still LeBron James. But he, like I said, he is wise enough to understand, okay, moving forward, this is Luka's team. He even said this year about Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis had a hell of a year, too, before the injury went down. So he's just also instilling that other player who's in that star role on his team.
And that's what I mean about that's my only concern. The elder statesman is the best player on your team because he's already tried to give those reins to other guys. But he's being LeBron James. And at 40 years old, a bum knee or a bum ankle, knock on wood, not trying to put anything in the water, but that may change the entire course of your whole season going when you're dependent on LeBron to give you heavy minutes, so much action and so much production.
Looking ahead to Tuesday, the Lakers will be home now for a 6-game homestand, and on Tuesday they play Dallas. Dun, dun, dun. First game for Luka to face his old team. Chandler, specifically to Luka, what do you expect from him in that one?
We should go to this game. It's going to be awesome. And there's going to be a lot of emotion. As professional as they can be by saying it's just another game, it's not. No. It's not. And it's a kind of a traumatic situation he went through. He was surprised, he was shook, and he's going to want to run the score up on these dudes. He's looking over there. He sees they're banged up. He sees AD's out, Gafford's out, like these guys. He's going to try and run the score up on them. He is going to be uber aggressive, and it's not just another game. This is a nasty, nasty breakup out of nowhere, and he wants blood.
Yep.
Why would anyone even remotely try to tell us it's just another game? Like, I get that you want to sort of
politically correct,
say the right stuff, whatever, but that is just stupid, Boogie. Like, that is, no one in the world believes that this is just going to be another game.
Not at all. I know how I felt when I made my return to the team that traded me, and I was a shark in bloody water, so I expect nothing less from Luka. I think it's going to be a lot of emotion. I think it'll be a lot of annex, and I think he's coming out, you know, firing right away. I think he's going to try to put a statement.
Now, this is just another game. No. However, when they go to Dallas, though, that won't be just another game. No. Completely different. Now, this one, cool, you're playing against your former team, but you're going to get cheered in crypto. You will be cheered.
Well,
when you touch down in Dallas, it's going to be a completely different atmosphere. It's going to be pandemonium.
You don't think he'll be cheered there?
He's definitely.
Absolutely. They're going to cry.
No. I'm not saying he'll be booed, but there'll be a lot of emotion in the building.
A lot of emotion.
A lot of emotion in the building.
This was a breakup nobody wanted.
Yeah, from the time that he lands, from the time that he takes off, attention will be on Luka Doncic when he touches down in Dallas. Yeah. So will he be cheered? 99.9% of the people there will cheer him. But as far as the emotion goes, as far as the games go, that's when you're going to get the excitement when he goes back to Dallas. This one,
one, you're right. Like, it's going to be more hoopla when he goes back to Dallas. But this game, personally, like this, he's
still going to run it.
He's playing against the team that he's playing against the team. He's playing against the team that bet against him. Like, he's playing, and I want to, you know, it's petty, but like I want to see the interaction with him and Nico. Like, before they do,
who you know's got to be there, right? Because he was just in San Francisco.
He's definitely if he doesn't, he's got to go.
He's got to go.
Face the music.
Nico losing hair by the day, man. God.
I want to see that. I want to see, like, it's like the Tatum Steve Kerr thing. Did they say hi? Were they going to talk?
Come on over.
Like,
it's time. By the way, there was something over the weekend that was kind of interesting, Boogie. It's PR. It's all PR, and it's been a disaster for Dallas from the minute this entire thing went down. But there was a video, and there was some controversy around it initially because when you watch the video, it looked like they had censored Luka out of it, or that they'd taken any sort of reference or memorabilia out. Now, they're saying that the players censored were not Luka, but they took the video down nonetheless.
A runaway train.
How could you handle this worse than what they've managed to do so far?
I just think they're in a situation where they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. This, like we've all said, like this is a situation that was never supposed to happen. This was a situation that nobody ever expected. So, I mean, you got to take the punches that come with this. The fan base is very emotional. Everybody involved is very emotional. I just think they're gonna take a lot of crap, maybe for the next 2 years, maybe.
You're right.
Wow.
So this is definitely
till they win a championship.
Nasty breakup.
But Boogie right. Every single little thing they do, it will be criticized.
Yes.
If it even looks remotely wrong, or like it's slandering or dissing Luka or trying to pretend like he was never there. All of these things are going to go under the microscope. But the video was kind of like, you don't have to be a scientist to look at the video and like, well, who y'all bleeping out?
Yeah.
Like, who's the person?
In
behind
fairness,
these?
when you break up with someone, don't you take down any just
all
of
your-
them on Instagram?
Don't post nothing.
Oh, I agree.
I wouldn't post a picture with my arm around a girl with her face blurred out. Like, you're not gonna do that.
An emoji on her face?
Yeah, you're not gonna put an emoji on her face. Just don't post her. Just don't post.
My
a
whole
picture.
thing is if you
That's
do
the
though,
part.
don't by deleting it, you're omitting guilt. Like you did, like you just keep it. If that's what you knew, this was gonna be. There's some backlash
Who's
when you posted
running
the video.
PR over there? Like,
Nico.
I have to.
Damn it, Nico!
Nico, stop.
Nico,
Just take
put
a
your
vacation.
phone down.
Airplane mode.
Oh, Chandler, I can't wait to get your hot
Oh,
takes on
dear.
this next subject because it's Joel Embiid related. They lost to the Nets on Saturday. It's a weird ending.